Have you ever truly considered what happens when a colossal cruise ship or a multi-ton container vessel, sometimes exceeding 200,000 tons, approaches port in the middle of a raging storm? This is not merely the job of the captain, who commanded the ship for thousands of miles in the open ocean. It is a deadly dance between the relentless elements, the inertia of a massive vessel, and one person called the pilot. This individual is not fully controlling the ship. They are navigating a disaster that could strike at any moment. A pilot is a highly qualified specialist whose knowledge of local hydrography is encyclopedic. They know the subsurface currents, tides, and specific wind pockets like the back of their hand. When a ship enters territorial waters, the pilot assumes responsibility for navigational guidance. In storm conditions, where the wind pushes against the side of the vessel with a force of tens of tons, the precision of the maneuver must be surgical. Modern liners have an enormous sail area. Their high hulls act as sails, making them extremely susceptible to crosswinds. An error of just 1 meter can mean an oil spill, a collision, or the destruction of a pier. However, contrary to popular belief, the most dangerous part for the pilot is not the docking, but the transfer. The pilot boat, often only 15 meters long, approaches a moving ship in severe swells. In a split second, the pilot must grab a swaying rope ladder and climb. A fall often means instant death beneath the hull. In January 2007, a tragic accident highlighted this risk during a period of heavy seas. After a successful transfer, the pilot boat Galtex suddenly capsized next to the larger vessel. The pilot, Captain William Kern III, was trapped inside the overturned boat for 25 agonizing minutes before being rescued. Tragically, the boat operator, George Robert Fraser, lost his life, a victim of the powerful forces the pilot must face every single time they go to work. A devastating reminder of the pilot's risk occurred recently in the UK. In January 2023, experienced maritime pilot Francesco Gallia tragically died while attempting a transfer onto a large vessel in the challenging conditions of the Humber Estuary. This loss tragically highlights that even routine pilot transfers, when combined with high winds and heavy seas, remain one of the most perilous actions in the entire maritime industry. A case study in bravery. While storms are terrifying, extreme cold presents a different kind of horror. In the frozen expanse of the Gulf of Bothnia, off the coast of Hailuoto, Finland, a breathtaking event captured the raw courage and questionable safety of this profession. Hailuoto is a large island west of Oulu, known for harsh winters where the sea freezes, making navigation treacherous. In a video filmed in the dead of winter, a pilot performed a maneuver that seemed to defy modern safety regulations. Unlike the standard procedure, using a cutter boat, this pilot was waiting on the solid, frozen bank of the channel. As the massive cargo vessel Tavasland sliced through the icy waters, it passed dangerously close to the shore. The pilot stood perched on a simple metal ladder balanced on the snowy bank. As the dark hull of the moving ship loomed over him, a rope ladder was lowered. In a heart-stopping moment, the pilot timed his move perfectly. He leapt from the stationary metal ladder on the shore onto the swinging rope ladder of the moving vessel. Most shockingly, he was not wearing a life jacket, a critical error for a transfer over freezing water. One slip on the icy rungs could have been fatal. Against the odds, he scrambled up the side, was greeted by the crew, and the ship continued safely to the port of Oulu. When you look at an elegant cruise ship in port, or the thousands of containers filling store shelves, remember these invisible heroes. Whether fighting gale force winds in the Atlantic or leaping from ice in Finland, pilots risk their lives to ensure the safety of passengers and the global economy. Courage and experience are the only things standing between a smooth arrival and a catastrophe.